Hi, Editor Me here. This is just a quick disclaimer. I'm not wanting to be dramatic at all in this video. I'm just saying the truth and what I think what I think. um, if you don't want to watch this, just don't watch it, but I need to let out my feelings, and I need to tell everybody how I feel so that I don't have to bottle it up inside anymore. And I never tell anybody this at all, not even in real life, so just enjoy. Hey guys, it's me, Lofely. Today I'm going to be talking about my life and what I don't really like about it right now, and none of you might not care, but I just want to get this out of my brain. I want to spread this to people because I don't want to keep my feelings bottled up anymore. It's complicated to explain, but I'm going to try to tell you everything that has put me in an area to where I am the way I am today. So let's begin. Growing up as a kid, I was put into a public school through kindergarten through half of second grade because there was kids in second grade that I was just really annoyed with, and I had a bunch of OCD, so I moved to a private school, and that's where I met all my friends and all the good people that I really love and care about. But in preschool, I was put at that same private school, but I just moved to a public school for, schooling. And then I moved back to that same private school for half of second grade through half of fifth grade. And, there was a lot that happened through that timeline. I was getting to know all my classmates at the private school, and I became really good friends with them all. Two of my best friends were there, another one of my best friends. All of them were my best friends. They were all friends of mine, and I consider them really close to me. And I'm just super thankful to have them today, but we just don't talk that much anymore. And obviously that's because I'm at a different school right now, and we're all quarantined, and I don't like saying that word because it makes it sound... I don't want to be so dramatic about COVID because it's not that big of a deal. Like, I know that it's a big deal, but it's like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be dramatic about it. It's like me going out wearing a mask and being like, oh my god, you have COVID, I want to stay away from you. Like, that's so dramatic. Like, I don't want to seem like that one person, like that kid that's like, I have to wear my mask every day. Like, you know? Anyways, besides that point, I was doing so good in that school. I was getting terrible grades in math. And I was just acing and failing. It was okay. When you go to a private schools are usually more like strict about stuff, and they're more like they want to give you more information. They want you to be above average, and they were pushing that limit for me so much that in math I could not handle it anymore, and math was a struggle for me. So whenever I got extra math homework, they give us homework every single day. Like some schools, the school that I go to right now, they don't give us homework every day. Like I finish it at class because, I'm not that stressed out anymore, and the work is easier, but at a private school, it's harder for some people. And I was one of those people that were like, oh, I can't do this, I'm giving up, and it was hard for me. When 5th grade came, it's 5th grade. For this story, let's go back all the way to 1st grade. 1st grade, I met this girl. I'm not going to say any names, even though I really want to because I don't really care, but I'm not going to give any names. She was a really nice girl. She was kind of shy. She was within our friend group, and sometimes I'd see her hanging out with my friends. Sometimes I would be sitting next to her because we were assigned seats next to her. My group table was assigned seats next to her, and she was just really nice and stuff. So I was like, hey, you're really nice, and I want to be your friend, kind of. But we never really talked. We never really actually said that we were friends, but I knew. So she moved to the private school, my private school, and I was like really excited to see her. I was like, hi, oh my gosh, it's you, I remember you. And she remembered me, kind of. I don't really know, but 3 days passed by. She was like really nice and stuff, and then she starts talking about knives and death, and I was like, what? What? Are you okay? I was so confused. Like, this girl was like really nice at the beginning, and then she started talking about how there was a bunch of idiots, and then, you know, I don't know what she said specifically because I don't want to remember it. It was all terrible to me, and I didn't really like it. It was weird. She started bullying my friends, and then she made me her main target all through half of 5th grade, and I was like, I cannot take this anymore. Like, I cannot stay here. She started giving me a backwards hug, which was essentially a choke from behind. So I have been choked every day of school. After those 3 days, I was choked every day. In public. And I kept telling her, no, stop, don't do that. And then she called one of my friends fat during science class, and I was like, dude, don't. Like, that's not nice. Anyways, apparently she was expelled from other schools for bringing knives to school and all this other junk, and I was like, what? That's insane. That's crazy. That's terrible. That is so bad. So we just decided to move out, and we tried to like tell the principal, but the principal was really like weird, and she was a new principal, and she wasn't like that knowledgeable. I don't want to say that she's stupid, because she wasn't stupid. She was smart, but she wouldn't do it like anything specifically about it, so she wouldn't expel her. And then we got the police involved, and then she got expelled right after I moved to the public school that I left from. So I came back, and all my old friends were there, but we weren't essentially friends because we forgot about each other. And we didn't forget about each other, we knew each other. But when I came back, I was like greeted with all these nice smiles, and everybody was so nice. And then a few days in, I didn't know the environment of a public school, and everybody's crazy, and they cussed everywhere, and I was like, no, I hate this place, and I want to go back. But I didn't want to go back because that girl would start choking me again. But that was before she was expelled. I was like, oh my god, I want to go back. These people are crazy. So I go back to that public school. Things are going fine, I guess. I don't know. But the thing that worried me the most was I was at that private school. There was only 100 kids in the whole school there. About 100 kids, maybe 120, but there was around 100 kids there, and in my class, everybody was starting to leave. Some people moved to a different state, some people just left the school, some people just moved to different areas, and I was like, oh, this is so small. It was only a class of, like, I don't know, a few, maybe 5 kids? And those kids are still there. Those kids at that private school, they're still in a group. They're just all huddling together. There's like probably like 5 or 6, like I said. It's interesting. The main struggle for me currently is, since I was in such a small school with such small kids that had such great manners, they were polite, they knew exactly what to say, they're all nice. Being in a community where there's a bunch of kids, where they're all toxic and weird, like, not, when I say weird, I mean like they're abnormal from what I know of. Like, I know my common sense. These kids, they were taught differently than me. I've been taught more advancedly. They've been taught more, I'm not saying that they're stupid, okay? I'm just saying that they're ADHD, I'm not saying that ADHD is bad, just like, but like really, like you can't help ADHD. Like, I feel bad for people with ADHD. Even they just can't control it sometimes. But when they get out of control, I just lose my mind. Like, they just bother me, and people just don't know their common sense. They're like, oh, where does this go? And it's like, really? You're gonna ask a question like that? It's so obvious, like. And I can't blame them. They've been taught differently like me. Differently than me, like I said. And I don't know. It's hard for me to make friends that are smart like me, because I want some friends that are like supportive and nice, but I don't know how to make them because I was in such a small group that I'm antisocial now. I don't know how to interact with people here. I don't know what to do. Like, I'm trying my best. I'm trying to be outgoing. Even when I was in, like, past 6th through 7th grade. I'm in 8th grade right now. I'm going to 8th grade right now. And there's just people I stay longer at lunch. I get a table alone for myself. And then the people behind me, the more, how do I say this, well-known kids, they try to invite me over, and I want to say I just want to sit alone because I don't know how to talk to you guys like a normal person, because I feel like they have higher standards. But if they're inviting me over, then I should go, right? But my mind was saying, no, be alone. You don't need to talk to anybody. You don't know how to talk to anybody. You're different. So I only hung out with those who were, I guess, as advanced as me. There were some smart kids there. There was some common sense people there. There's people there that I knew that I wanted to hang out with. But the majority of that population there was people that I just didn't want to be with. And it's hard for me to make friends today. This is why I use the internet. I just want to make friends, and online friends aren't the best option. But it's all I have. And nobody really judges you online. Like, if there's a hater out there, so what? Shit, you're not even hurting me. Like, I don't even care. You don't even know anything about me. You shouldn't be hating on me. Like, if you're saying something about me that I know isn't true, I'm not gonna care. If somebody believes you, I'm not gonna care. They're lost for not believing me. Because I don't care. Okay? Alright. I'm just saying, I do not know how to make friends. I'm antisocial, and I just can't get around. And I'm not this open with anybody. I'm never this open with anybody. Spanky. Spanky. That's not a good username. That's not a good username, guys. Report. That's not a good username. That's not a good username. Alright, well, that's my topic for today. Hope you enjoyed a little bit of it, I guess. I'm having a hard time in life, alright? I know how to get by. I know how to get through with it. I just